JoJo Siwa discloses her hospitalization due to excruciating pain. The secret crisis behind the bows. The 22-year-old pop provocateur and former child star JoJo Siwa stunned fans late on Monday night by sharing a black-and-white hospital selfie along with the words, "I have never felt pain like this in my entire life. Thank you to the physicians who saved me tonight." Within minutes, the post had 4 million likes and 200,000 comments ranging from prayers to panic. By Tuesday morning, JoJo was home recuperating in Los Angeles, but the narrative she told on Instagram Live that evening revealed a medical emergency far more serious than anyone expected. JoJo claims that following a demanding day of rehearsals for her upcoming Karma's a Bitch tour, the ordeal started on Sunday afternoon. She felt a sharp, stabbing pain in her lower right abdomen that swiftly increased into 10 out of 10 agony. She first made an effort to persevere. "I'm JoJo Siwa. I don't cancel rehearsals," she sobbed while laughing live. She had a 104-degree temperature, was unable to stand, and was curled up on the studio floor by 8 p.m. Her manager contacted 911. Paramedics transported her to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where physicians immediately suspected a burst ovarian cyst or appendicitis. After blood work, ultrasound, and a CT scan, the diagnosis was confirmed. A huge 9-centimeter complicated ovarian cyst had twisted her right ovary, a condition called ovarian torsion, and cut off its blood supply. The oxygen shortage was causing the ovary to turn black. "I was literally minutes away from losing the ovary completely," JoJo told her 45 million followers, voice still trembling. "The surgeon said if I had waited even 2 more hours, it would have died inside me and caused sepsis." At 1:17 a.m. on Monday, emergency laparoscopic surgery got underway. Surgeons untwisted the ovary, evacuated the cyst, which had filled with blood and fluid, and rescued the organ with what JoJo called literal miracle work. She woke up 4 hours later with 3 minor incisions, a drainage tube, and a whole new respect for her body. The recovery has been rougher than she thought. Prescription pills make her nauseated. She can't dance for at least 6 weeks. And the hormonal crash after the cyst surgery has left her bawling at random ads. But the scariest part, she adds, was how rapidly everything transpired. "I went from feeling totally fine to thinking I was dying in less than 6 hours," she said. "I kept apologizing to my team for being dramatic. I assumed I was just having horrible menstruation cramps. Girls, pay attention to me. Don't wait if the agony is so severe that you are unable to walk. I almost lost 1 ovary because I tried to tough it out." JoJo's openness has produced an immediate flood of love, but also an important conversation. Ovarian torsion is rare, approximately 1 in 10,000 women each year, yet it's drastically under-discussed. Symptoms, sudden intense pelvic pain, nausea, fever, are commonly ignored as normal period discomfort or gas. Because JoJo is young, healthy, and famously energetic, even the ER staff first ignored her complaints until the ultrasound showed the ovary twisted 3 full rotations around its own blood supply. Celebrities and fans flooded the comments with their own stories. Jenna Ortega stated, "I had the exact same thing at 19. Thought I was dying. You just saved lives by talking about this." Olivia Rodrigo posted a heart symbol and the words, "Thank you for using your platform." Even Billie Eilish, who seldom speaks publicly, commented, "Proud of you for telling the truth. Rest hard." JoJo spent Tuesday afternoon reading the thousands of DMs from girls and women who have been gaslit by physicians for identical agony. "One girl told me she was sent home twice with cramps and ended up losing both ovaries," JoJo remarked, visibly disturbed. "That's not acceptable. We have to stop training females to ignore their bodies." She also addressed the expected body-shaming comments regarding her post-surgery bloating. "Yes, I look swollen. Yes, my stomach is bruised and puffy. That's what happens when someone cuts you open to preserve your organs. I'm not hiding it because I'm not ashamed of it." By Wednesday, she was already organizing a charity single, the proceeds of which would support research on ovarian health and provide free ultrasounds to underprivileged young women. "If one girl Googles sudden pelvic pain because of my stupid hospital selfie and gets help faster, then every second of this nightmare was worth it," she stated. JoJo closed her Instagram Live the same way she does every show, with a bow in her hair, this time a gentle white one, and a promise. "I still have both ovaries. I still have my voice. And you guys are still with me. I'm returning stronger, more vocal, and far more knowledgeable about women's health. Karma could be a bitch sometimes, but she's also the best teacher I've ever had. She's at home on bed rest as of Thursday morning, watching Dance Moms reruns, sending her surgeon memes, and surrounded by glittering get-well balloons. The tour is postponed 6 weeks, but JoJo assures the shows will be the biggest, sparkliest, most grateful performances of my life. Because JoJo Siwa didn't merely survive excruciating agony. She turned it into another chapter of the loudest, bravest, bow-wearing comeback tale in pop history. JoJo Siwa spent Sunday night lying on a rehearsal studio floor, worried she was dying, and apologizing for being dramatic. She woke up from emergency surgery on Monday morning with 3 fresh scars and the horrifying realization that she was just minutes away from permanently losing an ovary. That's the bit that still makes her voice crack when she talks about it. With a ponytail and a bow, she was 22 years old, in good health, dancing 10 hours a day, and following the dream she had pursued since she was 9 years old. And in just 6 hours, her ovary was twisted by 9 centimeters of blood-filled fluid until it began to die inside her body. She was unable to breathe without screaming due to the excruciating pain. The fever hit 104. She continued to throw up till nothing was left. And nevertheless, for the first hour, she told everyone around her, "I'm fine, it's just cramps." That sentence, "it's just cramps," is the one that haunts her now. Because she was nearly sent home with Tylenol by the physicians. Because she was asked whether she was sure it wasn't period pain by the nurses. Because every woman watching her story has heard those same things and been encouraged to suck it up. JoJo didn't suck it up. She collapsed. And thank God she did. Because collapsing saved her life. When the surgeon came out at 4 a.m. to tell her team the ovary was pink again, that blood was flowing, that they had untwisted it just in time, JoJo says she cried harder in relief than she did from the pain. With her eyes puffy from tears and anesthesia, she whispered on her live show, "I didn't even know I wanted kids someday until I almost lost the choice." That's what this did to me. It helped me realize that dance and touring are not the only uses for my body. I own it. And since I didn't want to appear weak, I nearly let it break. She's not weak. She is not feeble at all. She posted the huge belly photo everyone encouraged her to delete. She displayed the fingerprint-like bruises and the drainage tube. She read the horrible remarks out loud and responded them with, "This is what saving your life looks like. Deal with it." And in doing that, she saved other lives too. She received thousands of direct messages from females who told her about being rejected, misdiagnosed, and sent home to suffer. Because of JoJo's post, a 17-year-old posted that she went to the emergency room that same evening and discovered that she also had torsion. They caught it early. She maintained both ovaries. Every cry, every hurtful remark, and every painkiller-induced sleepless night were all worthwhile because of that one message. JoJo Siwa has spent her whole life being extra loud, extra glittery, extra herself. This time, being extra saved her. And now she's using that same extra energy to scream from every rooftop. Listen to your body. Have faith in your suffering. Don't wait. Now that she's at home, she's arranging the biggest return show of her life while eating ice cream and snuggled in blankets. The bows remain in place. There's still a smile, but something new is there too. The quiet, steely certainty that she stared down the kind of suffering that wrecks people, and she chose to transform it into power. The tour is delayed 6 weeks. The ovary is safe. The girl who taught a generation to be brave recently offered them one more lesson. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is fall apart loud enough for someone to finally hear you. Get better, JoJo. We're saving your front row seat, and we're listening louder than ever.